What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the first episode in our coverage of Adrift. This is a game that I've had on my radar for quite some time, and I've been very, very excited about it. I'm incredibly pleased to have been given the beta copy of it so that we can check the game out on release day when it goes out to the general public. And if you've never heard of the game, it's kind of like Gravity. It's a survival game in space where you're the only person left on a station, I guess. And it's kind of like we are Sandra Bullock in Gravity. We've got to like fly around. We've got to grasp things, hopefully better than she did. By the way, that entire film was just her trying to hold on to things. So I'm hoping we do better than that. Still, if our stickum supply is not so good, my hope is that at least we will survive for a little while. Now, I have done the EVA training, so I know what I'm doing with my EVA suit, and I understand all the controls and everything like that. But the rest of the game seemed like it was going to be sort of narrative-based. And so I've left everything else to just be blind along the way. I know how to play, I know all the keys, everything like that. But let's start up a game of Adrift, shall we? And hope that we don't stay adrift for too long.
Hardiman Aerospace EVA Training Simulation, online. Instructor, Han4 Administra, Series 4, version 1.6. Trainee, Commander, Oshima, Alex. Mission, Hardiman Aerospace North Star 4. Mission active date, 29 September 2035. To invert EVA control system, access options menu.
Well, it appears as though it's going to make me do the training either way, so that sounds absolutely fantastic. We'll just get it all cut and dry and taken care of. So,
activate EVA propulsion thrust.
There it is. We can give ourselves a little oxygen boost while we fly around. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner of our helmet, there's a meter that says oxygen. It costs us oxygen in order to use this thrust, so we need to be careful about it.
Activate EVA propulsion boost.
There we go. We can also, there's kind of like a sprint mode. You can go a little bit faster. You can also, I think, grab that. Oh, I'm going to do a front flip. Front flip. Yeah, front flipping in space. They can't, oh, I ran into something.
EVA ascend.
See, this is why they would never let me go to space, is because I'd just be dicking around doing front flips the whole time looking like an idiot. They'd be like, sir, you are a highly trained scientist right now. I'm like, look, if I spit, it bounces off the wall. I could just never do this.
EVA descend.
I'm going to spit down the hallway and you catch it and redirect it at the other end and send it back towards me, and then I'll catch it. This is going to be amazing. All these advanced degrees and doctorates.
Activate EVA propulsion brake.
Yeah, we can actually slow ourselves down, which is pretty sweet. If we hold down both keys, it doesn't matter how fast you get going. If you hold down both keys, it uses some kind of like air brake or something like that. I don't know, we got some kind of like...
Perform EVA roll.
Some kind of Jake brake or something inside of our suit, I'm not really sure. Woo, barrel roll time. Yeah, doing flips past that oxygen. Give me that thing. No, it's just out of my reach. Never again, oxygen, will I see you. I'm going to do a flip while rolling. It's going to be amazing. Oh, there it is. Flips while rolling. I am a little disoriented right now, though. Let's pick a direction to be down.
EVA stabilize.
Oh, really? There's like a stabilization thing, too, see?
Oxygen levels are monitored via EVA HUD oxygen meter.
Okay, so should I be like panicky about my oxygen levels, or are we good here?
Are displayed via EVA HUD radar.
Okay, so it wants me to secure...
Activate EVA environment scan.
Ow, I hit a wall.
Aerospace EVA training simulation complete. Exit training module via access portal.
It looks like it wants me to grab this over here. I think that's our guy. The Spiritus Data SSD. Baller. That's like a 1980s keycard. Hopefully there's no Doom-like things that are going to happen in the near future. If I end up fighting Caco demons in Zero G, I'm going to be very upset. This is not what I signed on for. What's this over here, though? Looks like there's another thing over here. Is it another card? Can I have multiples? Like I can stock up on just like dozens of them and nobody can stop me? Can't stop me. I'm floating through space now. Floating through space now. That one's got LEDs on it, though. That one's like underlit and shit. I'm more excited about the... Oh, no, I'm running out of oxygen right now. It looks as though I've lost a single unit of oxygen. What is this right here? Is that an audio log? Let's find out. I don't think I need to hold down the thruster. Once I pick up just like a little bit of inertia, we should be good. We can like float our way in.
Hardiman Corporation was founded by entrepreneur and philanthropist David Hardiman at the age of 27 in 2001. Based in Santa Monica, California, Hardiman Corporation is an entirely charitable organization that exists solely to advance, protect, and preserve the human race. As a young man, Hardiman made billions from various financial ventures, but ultimately found the pursuit of personal wealth hollow and meaningless. Searching for positive and humanitarian ways to funnel his wealth into the lives of those less fortunate, Hardiman began building clean water wells, food sourcing, housing, infrastructure, and education facilities in impoverished third world countries. The seemingly endless need for help opened Hardiman's eyes to the declining state of planet Earth and the greater needs of humanity as a whole. Hardiman dedicated his complete focus, energy, and empire towards solving and eradicating these worldwide threats. With the undeniable truth of global warming, overpopulation, and the depletion of Earth's precious natural resources, the need to investigate and identify new inhabitable planets is critical to the future and survival of the human race. Hardiman Aerospace, the world's largest privately funded space effort, is an ambitious extension of Hardiman Corporation that operates with the sole mission of preserving the human race through space exploration. Taking cues from Hardiman's early efforts providing basic human survival needs, Hardiman Aerospace began the North Star program in 2004. The program's purpose is to create a solution for a natural, sustainable, and renewable source of oxygen that can be managed off-world, or on planets without a breathable atmosphere. The North Star program, now in its fourth iteration, is an entirely experimental effort that centers around extracting oxygen and carbon dioxide from terrestrial plant life in space, and converting it to breathable oxygen, suitable for prolonged use by organic life forms. 3 North Star stations have successfully completed their missions in service of the decades-long program. A mission crew of 6 has commenced basic training, as North Star 4 is being constructed and assembled at Hardiman Launch Facility, in advance of its 29 September 2035 mission active date. Hardiman Aerospace, mankind above all else.
Is that our entire broadcast? Wow, that was wordier than I expected it to be. Although at least we know what's going on right now. Let's jump through this door and see how... I don't know what's up with our HUD. Our HUD's a little fizzly right now. I don't know if I broke my suit or what happened. I think I may have broke the suit. Like I said, don't put me in anything expensive. I will break it in a heartbeat.
Survivor detected. Survivor detected. Survivor detected. Survivor detected. Survivor located. Initializing EVA HUD display. Warning, EVA suit critically damaged. Oxygen leak detected. Emergency life support system online. Manual oxygen refill required.
Okay, so I see our oxygen canister right there. This would be one of the worst moments to wake up to ever. Just how, like, incredibly alone you were in the black. It would be awful. Alright, so let me see if I can... Okay, so I hit that wall right there. My guess is that we probably don't want to hit walls very often. There's a ton of oxygen canisters in here. I'm going to avoid using them until I actually need them. Let me see if I can keep my rotation somewhat cool right now. The controls, a little floaty, and they should be, because we are not in an environment where maneuverability is really optimized. We're kind of just like blowing air. We're basically using the octopus method right now, which is just blowing air out of an orifice and hoping we end up at the location we want to be at. What is this over here? Can I do anything with this?
Oxygen station damaged.
Oh, it's an oxygen station. Okay. So there's a door that way. There's refills on our stuff over here. So let's go out through this exit. We'll take a look and see if there's anything in here that we need. Save all those canisters for later. Oh, there's actually... Oh, there's a filament right there. There's kind of like a glass filament. Okay, we can't go through that way. Never mind. It looked like it was blown open, or maybe like... Well, shit. Since... I don't know if we're leaving, like, permanently. I'm the kind of person that never wants to leave anything behind, and I feel like an idiot when I do. Alright, let's pick up some speed here. Not like a ton, because I still want to remain controllable, but...
Initializing Hardiman Aerospace identification sequence. Data transfer in progress. Identification verified. Oshima, Alex. Commander, Hardiman Aerospace North Star 4. Vital signs, stable.
Oh, good. It looks like the suit actually self-seals. It looks like our O2 has been standardized. It says O2 leak has been reduced. So maybe we keep on trucking here. There's one more canister right there. I don't know if that's like a food ration. There's a fork, just in case you needed to spear something and shove it inside your mouth real fast. I don't know. We're not going to die like right this second. We got to figure out a way into like an airlock or some kind of safe area that hasn't been blown open. Otherwise, this is not going to... Oh, yes. The sphincter of safety. Open wide. Let me join you. Another reason they won't let me be a scientist. I enjoy the word sphincter too much. In order to be like a real scientist, you have to be able to say the words...
EVA propulsion system damaged. Oxygen repurposed as shared life support and propulsion resource. Continual propulsion use incrementally depletes EVA oxygen reserves.
Some scissors over there. I don't know if we should make like a utility kit or something. They say you shouldn't run with scissors, but what about floating with scissors? Launching with scissors? In general, just moving with scissors by alternative, like can fish, for example, can they float with scissors or swim with scissors? Is that still dangerous? That's a heavy duty. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to be the one to say it, but our space station doesn't look so good right now. It's looking a little rough. I'm going to stabilize real fast. We're going to drop a tad lower. I'm going to grab one of these on the way by. And it looks like they flagged up something on my radar for me to investigate. I don't know if it's above me. Ah, it's going to be off that way. Okay, I just got to get used to the way that the radar... On the left-hand side, there's a radar. And it looks like I can shift my velocity using... There's another little readout at the bottom.
Aerospace North Star 4, this is Mission Control. Do you copy? Catastrophe signal received. Unable to determine current location or crew status. Please advise. Over.
I don't know if there's a thing that I'm supposed to be using in order to let them know that I'm still up and alive. Sorry about that. We should have subtitles now. I always forget. I don't know what it is about turning on subtitles that I always forget, but I always forget. And it's like one of those idiot things. Like I've been doing this for so long on the internet, and I still forget to do it every single time. I need to add it to a checklist or something. It looks like... Is there an we got plenty of oxygen. Let me go back real fast. It says there's an investigative point over here. Give me a big boost here. Oh, I don't have thrust. Never mind. I was going to say, they give that to you in the tutorial, but... Is that just the door that it wants me into investigate? Okay, it's just... Was that a leg? Oh, I thought there was a severed leg for a second. I'm like, ew, gnarly. I don't want it to float near me. No, go away, severed leg. Now is not the time. I don't know if I want to, like, float over the edge of space like this. This is really jarring. Oh, there's my shadow. So what's down here? Hold on. Oh, it looks like there's one hidden back around the corner as well. Although we may have to brave space to get it. I'm going to equalize for a second. I don't know if I can actually reach that one. It looks like we may not be able to fit outside the hole. If it floats back to me, though, I don't think it will. My kingdom for a hook shot right about now. Maybe if I go up and over the top. Let's try alternative means here. If that doesn't work, we'll try alternatively asking nicely. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. Let's go get that one, then. There we go. See, I knew I could fit. We run out of oxygen really quickly, by the way. Our oxygen is not looking good. So that's the door we came from. That means we got to flip around and go the other direction. I'm like 80% sure that I have broken this multi-million-dollar suit and that it is no longer going to function properly. However, if it gets us from point A to point B, we should be fine. I didn't realize how fast my oxygen was draining out just from me, like, stabilizing and moving around. So basically, we want to cut a line as best as we can, and we want to maintain that line in order to have our oxygen not completely dump out on us. Velocity slightly downwards right now. I'm going to go for the canister on the right. And it doesn't really matter if I get there quickly or slowly, so we're just going to allow it to happen. Yeah, give me that tall boy. Tall boy, that good shit. Oxygen. Yeah, just litter in space. It's fine. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to check on this for like at least 1,000 years, and then we'll just explain it as cultural ignorance. They'll be like, we can't judge people of the past by current standards. It's got to work for us too, right?
Hardeman Aerospace North Star 4. Catastrophic event detected. Origin point. Terminated.
Okay, so that's North Star 4. I'm going to shoot for another canister here. Why are there so many canisters filled with oxygen floating around? That's my next question. It's just kind of... It seems like they knew this was coming. It's slightly suspicious that there's so many, like, pre-filled oxygen canisters all over the place. Unless these are those little scrubber things that they use in space. There's, like, these little...
Mission control to North Star 4 survivors. Do you copy?
I hate to tell you this, Houston, but it's not looking good for us up here in space. That was not the one that I wanted that one right there. Perfect. Trying to even myself out the best I can with little taps and puffs. Is there anything in here that I need? Look.
Date 8 July 2037. Hardeman Aerospace North Star 4. No remaining survivors.
It looks like stabilizing is actually probably one of the more strenuous things on your spacesuit, on your EVA suit. Looks like stabilizing costs you quite a bit. If you can just pick up speed and maintain in one direction versus another, it seems like it's slightly more cost effective. Like turning around, I think, would probably be one of the most prohibitive things. I don't think you're supposed to be hitting the walls either. I'm not 100 on that. You guys will have to fill me in. Is running into walls a good thing in space? Is that something I should be doing? Someone contact an astronaut and let me know. Just hit him up on his celly and be like, yo, Astro Dog, am I supposed to be bouncing off walls right now, or is that not encouraged? Come on, canister. So it looks like there's a hatch over there. That's the one we just came from. Water everywhere. So apparently we had a water storage tank around here somewhere. I don't know if that's water. It could be just about any clear fluid, to be honest. Let's make for this door. I'm going to stabilize slightly.
Warning. External EVA visor critically damaged. EVA repair required.
Okay, well, let's make that happen, Chief. Let's make that happen right now.
EVA repair station located.
Olivier. I didn't know if I had the card that I needed in order to get in here, or if people had things like sealed. I would assume on a space station, what's the need for security? Why just leave everything kind of open and accessible? Is there anything in here that we want? That's his bed right there, by the way. They sleep in those things. Although it's kind of like it's missing, there's like an internal, kind of an internal membrane that you like tie yourself up inside of to stay warm. They said it's unnerving the first couple times you have to sleep like that. They said it takes a while to get used to. Sebastian, thanks for the push. Again, I called in a favor to get a transfer approved from McDonough today. We'll be at least a week before we're hearing back from Santa Monica. Everything looks good, but I'm still going to need him to get us into the Spiritus Beta and crew expansion. Hopefully he can keep it together until July. I mean, honestly, I just think he'll be relieved. He's ready to go. He's probably not the only one either. You believe it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. It's the story of my life. Hudson's been beating me with this stick since we were kids. It's gotten me into trouble more times than I care to count, and someday I'll learn. Oh yeah, P.S. I've noticed you're looking well lately, and that makes me pretty happy. Alex, you mustn't beat yourself up over these things. Yes, you have sharp edges. You believe it. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, but these qualities that you possess do not always make everybody happy. They're part of who you are. They're admirable. Try not to let it weigh you down. We're all flawed in some ways. I've made many, many mistakes. Leadership is not for the weak, ma petite. Now, you gotta focus on young Andrew. He's no longer connected to what we're doing here. His heart is at home. His soul with his daughter. That's where he belongs. He's broken, and you can provide the means for him to begin healing. I know you're gonna do the right thing. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. Sebastian. Hey, Sebastian. Thanks for yesterday. It's been difficult for me to find my rhythm out here, but your advice and guidance is always appreciated and exactly what I needed to hear. I'm just really grateful for everything that you've done for me. I don't know what I'd do without you. I don't always do the right thing, but I try to do the best thing. Leading's hard. Thanks for the understanding and believing in me. What did that say right there? There's a little sticky note. Oh, it's in French and I can't read French. Yeah, I can't read French. I have no idea. All I can do is I can read Spanish, and if the French is close enough to Spanish, sometimes I can just muscle my way through it by understanding another language slightly. But nope, not today. Not today. So where's this repair thing? This flickering nonsense is... It's gotta go. It's gotta go right now.
Hand 4 EVA repair sequence complete. Vital signs stable.
Very cool. Okay, so since that's done... Here, let me give myself a little love tap to the left here. Perfect. We still got like a slight upwards velocity, I think. But I just need a second to think about what we want to do next. So it looks like they repaired the suit. I assume that that means that the oxygen leak has all been patched up and that we shouldn't have any further issues. Our scanner is the only thing on our suit that's still functioning. Let me take a minute to rotate around. Now that we don't have the leak, I think it should have our breathing oxygen and our floating oxygen separated, possibly? No, it still says shared resource. So it looks like we're bleeding out of the same tank still. Luckily, there's a whole lot of stuff on this level that I think we can use to refill our tank, so I'm not going to freak out about it. Brancino. Is that just not working? Okay, if that's just not working, then I know better than to mess with it in the future. I don't know if we need a key or what we need. I picked up a thing off the ground. I don't know exactly what it was. It looks like that station, by the way, continues to be useful after this point. So I'm going to try not to bump into anything or cause myself any further embarrassment. Supposedly I went through training, which means that I should be one of the best equipped people on the planet, or off the planet, or however you want to word it, in order to survive a disaster like this. But, oh, there's our room right here, Oshima. Apparently we had an extra set of gloves. What do we have a diploma in? Hardiman Space Institute. has met the requirements for graduation from this school by satisfying completing approved 4-year courses and awarded this. Dude, we're floating out here with a bachelor's? Oh, dude, I thought people that went to space had, like, doctorates and stuff. McDonough's transfer. I want more than 4 years of training if I'm going to go to a hostile place where I can, like, boil and freeze my blood simultaneously if I screw up. That's all that I'm saying. Maybe just maybe a master's, or maybe, like, another 4 years. Just make me feel safer. Commander Oshima, I've reviewed your Spiritus production plan ahead of review. You're tracking positively, and I remain optimistic. Regarding your alternate proposal, I can see very real benefits here, and the data supports your plan around increased Spiritus production methodologies. The opportunity to implement parts of this plan into our current efforts exist, and frankly speaking, they're innovative. That being said, I believe it's imperative that you don't deviate from your current objectives. The health of your crew, your station, and our mission have all been negatively affected by delays and extended timelines. Stick to the plan, close this down, and bring us home, Commander. This is your moment to shine. Samuel Hawking, Mission Director, Hardyman Aerospace, North Star 4 in Santa Monica. Director Hawking, I've prepared and packaged a request data materials. Han 4 Administra has been instructed to schedule and conduct a full briefing for you and your staff. I've also included an alternate and aggressive Spiritus production proposal that I believe warrants discussion and consideration. This is something I believe we can accomplish within our dates with minimal impact and maximum benefit. I look forward to your review and your comments. Alex Oshima. Commander Oshima, 04 September 2037 has been identified as Luna 2's settlement. Details around official briefings and announcements are being finalized and will upload to Han 4 Administra within 72 hours. In advance of this information, I'm taking this opportunity to remind you that the initial success of our next lunar colonization effort rests on you and your crew's shoulders. Spiritus progress is encouraging but leaves little room for failure. I'd like a full mission update and objective refresh before your settlement date, dissemination, and crew download. Okay, so it seems like we're part of some colonization effort. I wasn't paying attention when they were playing the voice log, by the way. I zoned out. I have a tendency to do stuff like that. I think I'm going to stop it right here. Nothing too thrilling has happened just yet, but then it's a game about floating in space, and so do we really want it to be that thrilling? I think not. There's a chrysanthemum. Is that what that was? I don't know what just floated by. Either way, I'm going to stabilize myself. I'm going to end the episode here. This game is called Adrift. If you wanted to check it out for yourself, by all means, I'll have a link for you down below. I will see you all later. My name is Splattercat. The game is Adrift once again. Hi to everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.